Google Analytics has a plethora of data. However, there are still many scenarios when you're looking for a specific metric and it just doesn't exist. And this is because you have to calculate that metric. For example, perhaps you're interested in understanding the average revenue per user, or maybe you want to know the average number of page views by users on an iPhone. This can actually be handled using Google's new Calculated Metrics feature. And you'll get to that feature from the admin panel and by selecting Calculated Metrics under the View panel. We'll start by selecting New Calculated Metric. So let's say we want to calculate the average revenue per user. We'll go ahead and give it a name. Google's automatically going to create an external name in case we need to pull that metric via an API. And then from here, we need to choose our format type. This can be float, integer, currency, time, or percentage. Now, float stands for floating point number, and that's the number that has any digits after the decimal. An integer would be a whole number. Currency means the output will be expressed in a dollar amount, and you can choose what currency it is. Time is, of course, a time measure, and then percent would show up in the percentage format. We'll go ahead and leave this as float, and then we get to create our formula. So we simply start typing the metric we're looking for. In this case, let's look for revenue. I can see revenue, and then we can divide that by using the / symbol, and then look for the user's metric. And then from there, we simply choose Create. And now we have our average revenue per user metric. Let's see how we can pull this metric in a report. I'm going to switch to an account with some data in it. And then I'll select Custom Reports from the Customization menu. And I'll choose New Custom Report. Here we'll select to Add Metric. And if I do a search for revenue, I can see revenue per user in the other column, which is the custom calculated metric I've created. And then we'll add a dimension. Let's say we're interested in which source is driving the most valuable users. I'll choose Save. And now we can see our revenue per user by each source that's sending traffic. Custom calculated metrics are incredibly valuable, and you'll really unlock the power as you explore all of the features of custom reporting.